Hello everyone and welcome back to E2E. Today we are going to get revenge on the Chaos Guardian after I got obliterated last time. I suppose the next creative item we realistically want to build is the creative fluid tank, but if we look at the recipe that requires the chaotic core. So we are going to need to acquire chaos shards, which means we're going to need to fight the Chaos Guardian. We were going to need to do this anyways, now we just kind of have to. So today we are going to do that, but before we do that we need to gather a couple other things first, such as a better set of armor, such as the Draconic armor. Of course, to actually make that, we are going to need to make the Wyvern set first, which requires all of these helmets for the helmets, chest pieces for the chest piece, leggings for the leggings, and of course boots for the boots. We are going to have to be gathering all of these this episode. It's not going to be too bad, but there are going to be a couple things that we are going to have to go out and gather. We'll get to that in a second. Let's just look at what we need for the Draconic stuff. We need Awakened Draconium, all good. Draconic Energy Cores, all good. Resonant Cell Frames, I should have enough of these. Ultimate Ingots, got those done. Awakened Cores, got those. Angel Rings, easy peasy. The Wyvern Boots we just looked at, and Mantle of Stars. So this is definitely doable. The hardest part here, obviously, is the Wyvern stuff. Now, if we take a look at the Wyvern stuff more in detail, we can craft all of these. This is Twilight Forest Metals, we have that. Chainmail, easy. Boron Nitride, we have a setup for that. Terra Steel, that's just going to be slightly annoying. We just need some, Botania stuff, which isn't going to be that difficult now that we have the Creative Mana Pool. We are also going to need Supremium Armor, easy peasy. Manuelian, easy. Wyvern Cores, got that. And the Quantum Suit, we can use our original set of armor plus 4 Charged Draconium blocks, and that will make the Wyvern Boots. But we did not look at these two. We need Yeti and Arctic. We are going to need a full set of each of these, and the only way to get this is by Twilight Forest bosses or Ball of Fur, and I am not doing Ball of Fur. So we're going to go after the Twilight Forest bosses, but if we're going to the Twilight Forest, we may as well just do the entire thing, because we are going to need to get the Master Trophy. And this is specifically used in the creation of the Creative Vending upgrade, so we are going to need to gather that. So we might as well just do the entirety of the Twilight Forest right now, because you know what? We're fighting Chaos Guardian, so let's just do a big boss rush episode. I went ahead and I got a little bit of gear prepared. I got a flamethrower just because it's cool. I made this a long time ago, or I got it out of a quest reward, and I never really got the chance to use it, so we're going to. And I also got my Draconic Staff of Power. It is all beefed up to the Draconic level, as you can see, and I went ahead and put Sharpness, Fire Aspect, and Sweeping Edge on this thing, and it looks to be doing 108 damage, so that is probably a good amount. So we're going to go into the Twilight Forest, and we are going to obliterate basically every single boss that we can. Well, there's no point waiting around, so let's go ahead and hop in. Alrighty, here we are in the Twilight Forest. Now, you probably remember me coming here earlier because we were doing some Thaumcraft stuff. There may still be a rift somewhere. I'm not really sure, and we're going to pretend like it's not there if it is. But anyways, I guess we can go ahead and start looking for the first boss. I believe we are looking for a maze, which contains the Naga, which is like a giant snake dude. I have never done Twilight Forest before, so I honestly have no idea how this is going to go. But I know for a fact that you can't use your flight here because it just doesn't let you. So we're just going to try to fly. Yeah. Tumble to the ground. It doesn't let you fly. So I went ahead and I gathered up 2 different types of reusable ender pearls. Got one from Cyclic and one from Cyclic. Interesting. I was curious of what both of these did. This one is just a reusable ender pearl. So let's just throw it. Looks like it has durability. And the translocator one, you just ride on it. So that could be useful. I'm going to go ahead and keep both of them just in case, and I'll probably be using this one just because it's slightly faster, I feel like. And then this will help us get around a little quicker. Okay, so I know for a fact that this is not the Naga thing. This is just like a maze or something. It's got wild boar, it's got some hostile wolves, I guess, and there's some loot around. Yeah, not much going on here. And so realistically, I think the only thing that we are doing is just running around and looking for this thing. I don't know if there's any like compass? Alright, so it doesn't look like there's any sort of compass. So it is time to just wander around. Well, okay, something is happening to me. I'm not sure what it is. I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. I think I'm supposed to fight the Naga first. I'm not really sure what this is, but I think this is the Lich Tower, so we are going to go ahead and mark this on the map here with a waypoint. There we go, we can go ahead and save that, and let me turn on waypoints so I can actually see them now. There we go. And I guess we'll keep looking for the Naga thing. right, well, still nothing. But on the map here, there's a giant dome. And you know what that means. There's probably something under it, so we're just going to dig straight down. Yep, there is a giant cave system down here. Bunch of stalactites, stalagmites. We got ores everywhere. We got... Was that a goblin? We got a fire beetle. We got... There's a whole bunch of... What's this guy? Red cap goblin. Yeah, let's get out of here before we disturb the local wildlife any more than we need to. Well, we found another maze. I'm going to just go to the middle of this maze here. Technically, you're supposed to do the maze, but I'm just going to jump over it. And yeah, there's nothing in here. I was really hoping there would be some sort of like map or something, but obviously that's not the case. So, all right, well, I won't lie. It has been like maybe like 10, 15 minutes of just searching around and I haven't found anything. So since Woodstock had just gotten online, I figured I'd ask him where one is. And he has said there's one at negative 278 by 1000, which is decently far away, but hey, at least I know where one is. Now, the reason I asked Woodstock is because he has basically already done this, and you can kind of tell that he's a little further ahead than me by this room right here. Yep, he's got a black hole tank completely filled with the liquid versions of every single ingot that you need to make ultimate ingots with. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, he has acquired the creative tank already. So we're kind of slacking, so we got to pick it up. But anyways, he's got a really nice setup in here. I might copy this, I might not. I'm not really sure. I don't know how much ultimate ingots I'm actually going to need. But hey, this setup, it looks very nice, and I just wanted to show it off, you know? And there's the man himself. All right, well, let's go fight this Naga now, shall we? There we go, just put a waypoint out there, and it looks to be all the way over there. So let's go ahead and make the trek. It's going to be a long walk, I have a feeling. Yep, and you can see the health bar. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and fight this thing. I have a feeling this is going to be a pushover, mostly because I have 300 some health, stupid amounts of armor, and weapons that are capable of destroying basically everything. But yeah, here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and jump straight in. No point waiting around. And I am going to use my Draconic Staff of Power because I have a feeling it's going to be pretty strong. Where even is it? Oh, there it is. Ooh, was that one hit? Okay, yeah, 2 hits. Okay, well, that was that. Yep, I have a feeling the majority of the bosses in the Twilight Forest are going to be like that because this thing is definitely endgame. And we got ourselves the trophy, which is good because that is the first piece for the Master Trophies. Let's go ahead and put this in the corner over here. And then I'm not really sure what to do now. I think we have to go after the Twilight Lich. I guess I could ask Woodstock. He's basically here observing all of this. All right, and it looks like Woodstock has let me know that the tower over at 800, 500 is the one that's up next, and I believe I already have that waypointed. I think it's one of those two. So I think the easiest way to get back there is probably just going to go back to my base real quick and just go into my portal. Yeah, it looks like he beat me here. I believe he's got a hang glider. Maybe I should get one of those. All right, anyways, I believe we should just be able to walk in here now. That weird kind of thing isn't here. So I'm honestly, is there like a door or do I just have to bust in? There is no door, so we are just going to go straight through the side. I am not really sure what to expect, and let's go ahead and turn on my night vision so I can actually see what's going on. Essentially looks like a pillager tower. So that's interesting. Any cool loot in here? Nothing too crazy looking like. All right, well, I guess we can just go ahead and make our way to the top because that's probably where it is. Make sure not to fall down one of the holes in the stairs. Oh, and here he is right here. Ouch. Oh, interesting. Yep, I'm not really sure how to fight this thing, so we're just gonna kind of start swinging. All right, well, I won't lie, I'm actually kind of confused. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I'm not taking any damage, by the way, but I also can't do damage to it, so we're kind of at a standstill. You have to hit the projectiles back at it. I probably should have guessed that. Yeah, that does make sense, because the Ender Dragon is just like that, so I guess we'll just wait. Oh. Oh, look at that, we're doing damage. Okay, I get it now, I get it now. Ah, there you go. Looks like your shield's down now. 1 hit. Oh, we almost 2 hit. Very close. Boom. There we go. 2 hits total. I bet if I get a crit, I probably will be able to one-shot the next one. We are definitely going to try that. That sounds like very exciting. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at our drops here. We got some golden armor with some enchantments. We got a whole bunch of paintings. We got some shaders. We have a Scepter of Fortification. I'm not really sure what this does. It's probably has to do with the next boss. We got our trophy. Let's go ahead and put that right there. And there we go. Boss number 2 is down. All right, looks like next up is the Hydra, and we need to use our scepter here to actually enter into the swamp area, which is where the Hydra is. That does kind of make sense. All right, let's go ahead and try to find one of these. The real question is, where is it? I have no idea. I know there is some swamps over here, so I think that's where we're going to go. All right, yep, here we are in the swamp, and we are not taking any damage. So we basically are just going to run around this swamp looking for a Hydra. What on earth is going on here? Smoking block? Fire swamp? Is there a difference between a fire swamp and a normal swamp? I don't know. Can the Hydra spawn here? Also, no idea. Is this poison? Nope, it's just purple water. Oh, man. Oh, that was disappointing. Oh, well. Oh, I found what. Hello, Mr. Hydra. If I cut your head off, will you do something? And also, do I have to use this? Oh, I've got a little shield now. Okay, hello, Mr. Hydra. What happens if I hit you? I am not sure. Also, apparently this thing is here. I'm not really sure if this means that I can't do it yet, but who knows. Maybe I need some fire. Let's whip out the flamethrower, shall we? Yeah, it appears that I just can't attack it. Okay, so a random kobold just spawned and gave me a note. If this spell is like the others, it will be sustained by a powerful creature nearby. Surrounding the fire swamps with several wet swamps, and under those are labyrinths full of minotaurs. Oh, so we need to find a minotaur. What on earth is happening? I have no idea. Okay, well, I guess we are looking for a minotaur in the normal swamp. Okay, so we got this thing. This looks to be Minotaur. Oh, Maze Stone. Yep, this is definitely it. All right, deep dive into the labyrinth we go. Interesting. Now, another thing about Maze Stone. Let me just grab some real quick. I'm fairly certain if you put this through a rock crusher, you can get some, like, pretty decent resources. Yeah, refined obsidian dust and uranium oxide. Huh, cool. So if you did this early, you could probably get a leg up on some nuclear craft stuff, but oh well, we did not. And there's the Minotaur, and I think I just one-shot it. Unless that was something else. I'm not really sure. That went down way too easy for that to be the boss. Okay, so we got Meef, so that was not a Minotaur, because I believe that is a Meef spawner in there, probably. There's also a chest, which, let's go ahead and take a look inside. We got a maze map focus and steel leaf boots. I'm not sure what this is. And this gives you a maze map? I'm not really sure what that does, but we have one. Alright, I guess we just keep searching around the labyrinth here. What is that? Slime beetle? Okay, dude. That is another chest. We got some maze wafers, charm of keeping, paper, some steel leaf. Interesting. I'm just going to take one of each of these because it might be useful. I'm not sure. Yeah, and another thing to note, the server is absolutely cooked right now. There's 2 people online and we're both kind of exploring, so if it just starts lagging every now and again, that's probably why. Okay, now interestingly enough, this one here is a trapped chest. So, I wonder what the trap is. Oh, yeah, that would do it. Okay, let's just disarm that. And then we can take our wafers and steel leaf. Oh, and I have to go down levels? I wonder if I could just dig down. I feel like that's kind of boring though. So we're gonna do this legit. We're gonna walk around and find the entrance. Torches. This is the torch room. Okay. Oh, this looks like the entrance down to the second layer. Okay, perfect. Down a floor we go. I'm just gonna activate all the traps. I literally don't even care anymore. Now, what do these maze wafers do? I have a whole bunch, and it looks like you can just eat them. And I did just run out of my stacks of pizza, and I don't really want to go back to my base right now, so we're just going to eat these instead. Oh, you can't dig through them because it's bedrock. Hey, this is the mushroom. Okay. Oh, this is the mushroom. Oh. What's this? Wait, that's it. Oh, I found it. 2 hits. And what are these beetles doing, bro? Go away, man. Alright, well, there we go. Mushroom defeated. My inventory's full of garbage. And the server's lagging horrendously. Alrighty, well, there we go. We also got a bunch of Meef Stroganoff. I'm not really sure what that is. It's apparently a soup. We got our Mushroom trophy, which does actually go into the Twilight Forest Master trophy. And we got some more shader bags. Very nice. Let me go ahead and clear out my inventory real quick, and then we can go over and fight that Hydra next. Interestingly enough, there is still this aura thing, so I don't think I'll be able to damage it, which is unfortunate. So we might have to find more minotaurs, or maybe we have to use the axe. I'm not really sure. Okay, turns out I'm just an idiot. I have to eat the meat stroganoff. That does make sense. Anyways, we have this is meef, by the way, not meat for some reason. And now I should be able to fight this guy. You know, it's not very intuitive, but honestly, I don't really care. Let's go ahead and fight this thing. What on earth are you looking at, my dude? Yeah, I think the server's kind of cooked right now. All right, well, hello, Mr. Hydra. Let's see if I can... Oh, this thing has some health. Well, that was not too bad. I think it's dead. Is it dead? It's kind of shrinking or something. Yep, it's dead. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. It had a lot more health. Unfortunately, it did not do any damage to me, so I'm not too worried about it. All right, Hydra trophy acquired. That is the 4th one required for this. We got another shader bag. Got the Hydra shader. We got some fiery blood and Hydra chops. Yep, definitely going to be eating that. All right, next up, it looks like we are going to the Dark Forest to fight the Phantom Lich, I believe. Not really sure on that one, but we are going to go find out. And it looks like Woodstock went that way, which I believe there is a Dark Forest that way, so that does add up. Can I mine some of these blocks? Oh, I can? Can you make these? No, I'm going to put one of these down on someone's base. This is going to be fun. Oh, Woodstock says he hates this one. Great. That's always a good thing to see. All right, looks like there's one in this dark forest right here. Now, I'm not really sure how dark it is. Oh, yeah, very dark. Well, luckily for me, I have night vision. So I don't care. Good luck, you have to go in there to find it. Okay, well, luckily my Draconic Staff of Power can literally just kind of tear through everything, so it's not going to be too bad, I think. Oh, I literally turned left and then I found the entrance. Oh my god, who's this guy? Well, I took him out in one shot, but was that like a knight? Oh, I bet this is where you get knight metal from. Yeah, armor shard. Let me guess, craft this into armor shard cluster, and then you burn it into night metal. Interesting. I believe we're supposed to look around here for a pedestal of sorts. Oh my god, what are you doing? Wow, okay, yeah, can we not do that? Ooh, okay, it looks like there's some more over here that I didn't find. That does make sense. That looks to be the entrance. There we go. All right, now to get in here, we need to place one of our trophies down. So before I do that, let me go mark the exact block that my trophy will be on, and we will hit save there so we can come back and get this. And we're going to use the Minor Shroom one. There we go. All right, now can I take this and will the door stay open? It will. Okay, never mind. We do not need to keep the trophy. All right, let's go in here and slay everyone. Look for this priestess or whatever it is, and then we can move on to the next boss, which I believe is the Ghast, which is pretty cool. That's like the only boss that I know from this mod. Looks like we're going down to level 2. Here we go. Fortunately, don't know where the boss is. Looks like I found a bunch of corridors here, so maybe there's something in here. Apparently this maze is huge, but they also got these nice little like goblin knight statues, which, you know what? All things considered, these are pretty cool. I'm a huge fan of these little designs here. Anyways, we got more loot here. We got a projectile protection and some blue wool. Okay, well, yep, I guess we're just going to be continuing running through this maze, killing hermit crabs and everything that we come across. Oh, okay, I just went through an obsidian room and now we got a bunch of night phantoms? Okay, that's cool. Are these like graves? Oh, is this it? This looks like it. Nope, that was just a big boss. Did I get it? Carminate, settle a restless phantom in the knight's tomb. Okay, wait, so was that it? Oh, that was in fact it. Perfect. There we go. And apparently all the loot is in a chest this time, which is a bit weird. But hey, I'm not complaining. We have completed this one as well. Apparently I got really lucky too, because supposedly that one takes forever. But hey, there we go. Very, very nice. Let me clear out my inventory for the 15th time. We can go look for the next one. Wow, and I was actually right on the border too. I was literally like maybe 10 blocks deep. That is actually pretty crazy. All right, I know for a fact the next one is the Ghast, and I believe that is in a giant tower above this forest. I think I actually saw one when I was like trying to figure out where this thing was. There we go. Okay, so now we are looking for a giant spire, probably like that. Yep, definitely this. Dark Forest Center, there's giant craters in the walls. This has got to be it. Now, is there a door on this one? Oh, that's how they work. Oh, there's reappearing blocks. Oh, this is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I just kind of smashed them with my pickaxe, but you can just, like, place them and they just reappear. So that's the door. Oh, this is cool. I'm a huge fan of these. Oh, and they've got a nice little, like, workshop in here as well. And it even comes, like, even the furnace has some charcoal in it already. Looks like we've got some broodlings, and we got a Carmenite golem. We should probably kill these when the server catches up. Oh my god, look at this climbing we have to do. Okay, well, good thing we have our extra jumps, because there's no way I'm going to be climbing ladders and getting knocked off every 7 seconds. Man, this tower is extremely tall. But it looks like we're getting up here. There's blazes now. We've got the gas. We've got a door here. And these are locked. You know, I do like the design of this tower. I probably could really just go all the way. What is that? Oh, it's a shooting star. Okay, I got really confused for a second. I probably could just climb the outside of this if I really wanted to. Honestly, kind of tempted, but also kind of not really. So maybe we just go back into the main tower here. We got brewing stands and dispensers on this level. Cool. And we got a birch tree, and we keep climbing. What on earth is going on in here? What is that? Got a builder? Oh, we have to hit it with a redstone. Oh, I believe this is some sort of puzzle that I'm supposed to solve. There's 2 ways to go about doing this. I could spend 20 minutes trying to figure out this puzzle, or I could ignore all that and just jump. I think that's what we're going to do. Maybe someday I'll do Twilight Forest legitimate, but it is not this day. I am fighting my way through Carmenite golems to get up here. And it looks like I found Woodstock. Where is this Ghast? Probably back in the main tower. Yeah, let's go back there. Oh. There's a Ghast. It is not the your Ghast, though. It is just a Ghast, so that's kind of boring. Oh, shit. And I don't know if y'all just saw that, but I just got hit by a bug and I fell all the way down and then accidentally right-clicked on my dislocator. So I am now back in the overworld. Alright, well, we made it back. This time I'm going to go ahead and put a warp point down just so I don't forget. And I'm just going to climb it like this because I'm extremely lazy. Remember when I said one day I'll do the Twilight Forest legit and today is not this day? Well, it is extra not this day right now. Alrighty, looks like we have made it to the top, and if I had to guess, this thing, yep, your guess. Oh my god, this thing is huge. It is currently crying all over the place. Hello, Mr. Ghast. If you could, like, come down a second, I could hit you with my Draconic Staff of Power, and then you'd get obliterated. What is this? Ghastly Trap. Okay, maybe we don't hit that. You know, I don't want to have to fall all the way down the tower to collect the loot, but I might. Alright, give me your loot. Boom. Your Ghast has been defeated. Now, where'd the trophy go? Oh, there's a chest right here. Thank goodness for that. This is very good. Alright, your Ghast trophy. We have another shader bag, another shader, a little bit of Carmenite, and some fiery tears. Looks like next up is the Alpha Yeti, so we need to go to the snow. Now, I don't know of any snow biomes other than the one right next to Woodstock's portal, so I might just want to go up this way. I have no idea why I discovered that, and there looks to be a giant floating tower. Maybe we don't do that. Maybe that's like later. Let's just go over this way, and we get to jump all the way down. Alrighty, welcome to the snow biome. I have no idea what we're looking for with Alpha Yeti, so we're just gonna kind of wander around. Oh, Winter Wolf. Do I need you? I do. That's where you get the Arctic fur, and I believe this is what we need for the Arctic jackets and stuff, right? Yes. Okay, so we need to go around hunting some of these wolves. Oh, apparently they just, like, throw up on you? What is that? Or maybe this is these rabbits. What are you guys doing? Oh, what's this guy? A Yeti. Does that mean we're close to the Alpha Yeti? Because there was just a normal Yeti? I have a feeling we are because there's a weird a box thing. Or maybe it was in here because it looks like this one has been taken. And we got another interesting thing over here. There's a huge ice formation. We're going to definitely check this out. Oh my god. What is that? I have no idea, but I'm taking a closer look because that's cool. Oh, there's actually penguins. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, I definitely am not... Bro, what do you want? Oh, it's probably going to tell me what to do again. Yeah, we have to kill Yetis to get into here. Okay, well, it looks like Woodstock found one for us, which is very nice of him because, yeah, I think he's already killed all of these and probably gathered, like, I don't know, all of them, because you do need to kill, I think, 4 Alpha Yetis to get all the material. All right, where is he at? He is deep in the snow. All right, perfect. I was going to go that way anyway. Yep, here we go. We got another one of these things. There's a lot of Yetis in here. Oh, and there was the Alpha Yeti. It spawned in a spawner. All right, we're going for a one-shot. Boom! Nice. Alrighty, let's go ahead and pick all this up. We got some ice bombs. Where did my alpha fur go? It's right here. Yep, so we are going to need to kill 3 more of those, which is unfortunate. And also, it looks like my inventory has now filled up again, so we're going to have to start using my armor's inventory. Alright, well, I think we can go ahead and put a pause on looking for more Yetis, and now we gotta go fight the Ice Queen, also known as Elsa, apparently. The real question is, did Woodstock kill the one on this ice sheet up here? He claims that he is not sure, so I guess we will climb the Rainbow E Tower and go find out for ourselves. I will say the design of this building is quite cool. So what are all of these made out of? Aurora block. Interesting. Okay, very cool. Let's try to find the door. There you are. I knew it was in here. It was just hiding in one of the other towers. All right, you think I can one-shot this one again? Oh, you have to break the ice blocks? Oh, no, I just hit her. Okay, never mind. We're good. Boom. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Fortunately, I basically climbed the entirety of the towers and then just dug straight down through the top of them. But hey, there we go. Ice Queen has been killed. I guess it's the Snow Queen, but you know what I mean. We did also nearly get an entire set of Arctic armor, which is pretty cool. And honestly, I'm just going to start dumping all of this garbage that I have into this second inventory here. I don't even care anymore. Ice Queen has been defeated. I believe there's like 1 or 2 more bosses left. Okay, well, never mind. Upon further inspection, it looks like we only need a single more trophy, and that is the Questing Ram trophy. And you have to give a Questing Ram in the Enchanted Forest biome a wool of every single color. So that's great. We're gonna have to go find one of those biomes, and honestly, I think it might be time to whip out the Nature's Compass. Besides, we're already going to have to go back to the base to grab all the wool colors, so let me just set the spawn point of my shovel real quick, assuming the server isn't literally dying right now. There we go. And the server's actually not doing too bad. Apparently it was just a big hitch. So we just need to go and find that. Luckily we have all of the patterns for the dyes already made, so making all the wool wasn't too bad. So let me grab my Nature's Compass here. We're looking for an Enchanted Forest. Enchanted Forest, and start the search. We are 2,000 blocks away this way. That's gonna take a while. Yep, and there we are. We are up and coming onto the Enchanted Forest. You can tell because the trees are kind of rainbowy. Very, very nice. Now we just gotta find this ram somewhere. Oh, like this. Hello, Mr. Questing Ram. Would you like to have a wool block? I'm not sure how to give it to him. Maybe it already has them all because it's got the rainbow thing here. Yep, so it turns out this one has been done already, so I guess we'll have to just leave that be and we'll go look for another one. Hopefully there is another one in this biome, although I doubt it because the biome is rather small. We finally found this forest. Oh my god, this is the last piece of walking I think we're gonna need to do today. Assuming no one's taken this one. I don't think anyone else has done Twilight Forest yet, so I think we will be fine. Excuse me, this is not the correct structure. Here it is. Perfect. Alright, questing ram is not full of color. Perfect. Have a yellow. I ate it. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Eat, 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 eat. Enjoy yourself. Where are you going? What are you doing? Oh, you can literally just right-click. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. And this should be the last one. Yes! Perfect! And that should be the last trophy that we need. Questing ram. Now, get me out of this Twilight Forest. Let's go craft this trophy. Alrighty, well, here we go. Let's make this master trophy. Huge shout out to Woodstock for helping me find a bunch of the different bosses to fight. I would have probably taken about twice as long if he was not helping. So, thank you, Woodstock, and let's go ahead and craft this trophy. Of course, I forget to make the crystal matrix block. And there we go. Twilight Forest Master Trophy. And we are going to go ahead and lock this away in our end game box because we will be needing it for the vending upgrade. Alright, there we go. Now that that is out of the way, we can actually go ahead and start crafting up the armor so we can get revenge on the stupid Chaos Guardian. Go ahead and start off with the charged Draconium blocks. We're going to need 16, so let's just go ahead and make 20 really quick. And you also may have noticed there, I have 90,000 Draconium ingots. I was starting to run out of the essence, so I decided, you know what, let me just go ahead and make another tier 6 void miner real quick and just replace the resource miner, because I mean that is already a tier 6 structure, so I did go ahead and do that real quick. Unfortunately, this thing consumes a lot of power. If we just take a look here, 8.4 MRF. Now, if we look at the solar panel up there, it's only generating 5. So our huge battery with 1.8 TRF is almost drained. So we're going to have to swap that back out eventually. I'll probably wait until I have like 120, 130,000, and then that will probably be enough for the rest of this mod pack. Or at least until I get the creative tank, and then it will never be a concern. Go ahead and grab all the Arctic stuff. Now I am just going to lay out all of the armor, I think, in this chest here. Starting off with the Arctic set, so we go ahead and grab our Arctic fur here. We did find everything except for the helmet in some drops, so we can just go ahead and make the helmet. And that set is done. Next up, we're going to use the Alpha Yeti armor, so let's go ahead and be careful to only make one of each piece. If I misclick something, I would have to go kill more of those, and I really did not want to do that, so there we go. Next up, we need night metal, which is literally just night metal from Twilight Forest. We should have that covered. Yep, easy peasy. We had like 40,000 essence. Next up, I believe, is steel leaf, fiery, and ironwood. And there we go on all of those. Next, we need chain mail. That should be pretty easy. I believe we can literally just craft that out of chains. After chain is boron nitride, so we're going to need to make a tough alloy helmet, which means we need a hard carbon one, and a boron one, and an iron one, which we have to make out of leather and iron plates. That's just going to be a huge recipe. But luckily, the hardest part of this is actually the cubic boron nitride, which we have 29 of, which is exactly enough to make the armor. So I'll go ahead and get that made. And there we go. Boron nitride has been acquired. Next up is the Terra Steel. Now, Terra Steel is going to take a little bit because we have to grab Elementium, and we need to grab Psi Metal, which means we need a Mana Steel, which means we need Mana Weave, which means we need Mana Weave Cloth, which comes from Mana Infused String, which we throw string into the mana pool. That is a crafting recipe and a half. I feel like I don't really want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and go down to my mob farm real quick, turn it on for a second, and then see if we can get lucky with some armor drops. Because I know that they can drop Psi Metal, they can even drop Terra Steel as far as I'm aware. I don't think we'll get that lucky though, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn it on for maybe like 5 minutes and see if we can get even like partially the way there, right? Because I know they drop Psi Metal. Literally haven't even been here for like 5 seconds and we already got a Psi Metal boost. There's a Mana Steel helmet. There's a Mana Steel chestplate. And here we have a Mana Weave leggings, which is technically a robe, but it will craft into the leggings. If we need full durability, that's going to be a problem. And it looks like we just got an Elementium sword out of that. Yep, you definitely can get Elementium and Terra Steel stuff, but we just didn't get super lucky right there. Oh, and unfortunately, it does look like you need full durability. Now, how lazy am I? Extremely lazy. That is how lazy I am. And there we have our Terra Steel armor. Now, let's just go ahead and put this on because I'm fairly certain this one also looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, this one's actually quite good. Terra Steel armor acquired. Now, I'm fairly certain you can also upgrade the Terra Steel armor. We're not going to need to, obviously, but it could be a good armor set if you find Terra Steel early on. Next up, we have the Supremium armor, and I believe I made patterns for the armor cores, which I did, so let's go ahead and make 4 of those. And the armors themselves will, of course, take the Superium one, the Intermedium one, the Prudentium, and the Inferium. So that's going to be a very fun crafting. Oh, that's going to take forever. And there we have our Supremium armor. That took a lot of crafting. Next up, Manuelian. That's going to be pretty easy. We just need a diamond armor, which means we're going to have to go through the entire tree, or we just get some from somewhere. I think it's going to be easier just to go through the entire armor crafting tree. So we need a gold one, and an iron one, and another one. Great. All right, well, another lot of crafting later. We have that done as well. Manuelian. Next up after that is Wyvern cores. We need 1 each. Luckily, I have been crafting a whole bunch in the background. We are now up to 280, so let's just go ahead and take out 4 stacks of those. Let's queue up another 20, and then we can take 4 out. We can also take out our charged draconium blocks now. Now, the reason I'm taking out the Wyvern cores here is I'm just going to go ahead and make a stack of awakened cores if possible. I don't know if I have 5 stacks of awakened draconium. I guess I can check. Oh, I do. Perfect. The reason I'm doing this is, well, we're going to need it, so we may as well just get ahead of the curve here and start these crafting while we're waiting for everything else. And there we go. We will let those craft while we're getting everything else done. Now, there is only 1 set of armor left that we need, and that is the quantum suit. And we are going to go ahead and throw in our old quantum suit armor here into making the new wyvern armor, so we will basically essentially be using this quantum suit almost throughout the entire pack. That's kind of symbolic. It's kind of nice, you know. All right, well, there we go. That should be everything we need now. What we need is some energy cores. Go ahead and make 20 of those or so. That is going to take a little while to craft, so I'm going to go ahead and get everything moved over and put into the hoppers. And then we can start actually making the wyvern armor. All right, there we go. Got everything all lined up on the pedestals. We are using 17 out of 20 of them, which is like, I think, the 2nd largest recipe. That's kind of crazy to think about. Anyways, I have them all lined up in helmet, chest plate, leggings, boots order, so we should just be able to blitz through all of these. So let's grab our energy cores here. We only need 4, and we can go ahead and put that on the pedestal and start making the wyvern armor. Hey, there is the helmet. Looks like it got put into the chest. Oh, it went right there. Okay, that was... Ooh, got concerned there. There we go. Wyvern helmet. And that is a quest complete as well. Very nice. I'm going to go check on the power as well because, yeah, we're probably running very low. Oh, yes, actually so low that we are not currently generating any. We're out. Chestplate acquired. And it keeps going on the pedestal for some reason. Very nice. Next up is the leggings. Leggings acquired. And last but not least, the boots. And last but not least, the boots. Very, very nice. I am curious what this actually looks like, so let's go ahead and put it on. Nice. I do kind of like it. It's got the purple. It's got a crown. I definitely would use this as my, like, decorative armor if it wasn't so annoying to craft. Unfortunately, we will not be using that armor at all, as a matter of fact, as it will be getting upgraded directly into the Draconic stuff. So let's go ahead and start gathering all of that as well. So just taking a look, every single recipe is the exact same, minus the armor piece, so that is not too bad at all. All right, let's go ahead and grab our resonant cell frames. We have 6, so that's good. We need some ultimate ingots. We need some angel rings, and I'm just going to be making the simple ones. And now we should be able to make our 4 angel rings. Grab our 8 draconic energy cores, and that is all we need minus the Mantle of the Stars, which we are going to have to make 4 of these. And there we go. Let's go ahead and make 4 Mantle of Stars. Now, it looks like we are attuning to Mineralis here. I don't really think that matters. I think it can take any of them. But this is going to take a little bit because we're going to have to put 3 different things on the pedestals on the ground. And there we have Mantle number 1, number 2, number 3, and finally, number 4. And last but not least, we can grab our crystal matrix blocks. And now we're actually ready to craft this armor up. That is rather exciting. All right, everything should be in place. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. And let's start making the draconic armor. And here we have the draconic helmet. Next up is the chest plate. And there is the chest plate. Next up, leggings. Leggings acquired. And last but not least, we have the boots. And there we go, last but not least, the boots. And that completes the entire armor tree. Next up is, of course, the Chaos Shard. Now, we know that we need to prepare a lot for this, so we are definitely going to be upgrading this armor. Now, I'm going to be giving them every single upgrade because it's only RF capacity, shield capacity, and shield recovery, which isn't even that many upgrades. But, of course, we are going to have to, actually do the upgrading. That is going to take forever, mostly because you do need to get the basic tier to then upgrade to the Wyvern tier to then upgrade to the Draconic tier. So we're going to need a lot of Awakened cores, a lot of Wyvern cores, a lot of Nether stars. We're going to need a lot of Draconic cores. It's just going to be crafting with upgrades. And of course, that is extremely boring, and you've seen me do that for the tools, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Another thing that I will probably do just in between clips here is I'm going to make a couple more Draconic flux capacitors. These can store power, and if your armor loses power or whatever reason, maybe the dragon attacking me a whole bunch, it will take the power from the flux capacitor and put it into the armor. I'm not going to be upgrading these capacitors, but I am going to be making 7 more, because we had to make 1 for the quest, and if we go ahead and take a look at what they're used for, you need 8 total to build the creative one. So we may as well just build these 8 right now, just to have them on hand, and then we can use them to create the creative one once we actually get to that stage. That's what I'm going to do. Going to go ahead and craft up all these creative capacitors, upgrade the armor all the way to the max, and then it's time for some revenge. Alrighty, we are back. I have everything prepared. We've got our full set of Draconic armor charged up completely, enchanted with my old armor's enchantments, and upgraded all the way to Draconic on every single one. So let's go ahead and put this thing on for the first time and see how it looks. Yep, looking pretty good. We have 1.021 GRF down there, we got a whole bunch of armor, and we are looking snazzy. My hood is kind of poking through the helmet though, which is a bit weird. Anyway, that's fine. Now the real question is, how fast do we move? Not very, because I probably have to configure it. That is fine, we can do that in a second. But first, let's go ahead and look at all of these capacitors. These did take a lot of materials to make. They each took an Awakened core, they each took 4 Draconic energy cores, which just took so long to craft. But we have 8 of them, they're all charged up as well. Let's see, night vision, we want that on. Auto feed, automatically stuff your face with food from your inventory, yes please. Night vision lock regardless of light level, sure, and we want to keep the armor there, alright. Chest plate, flight speed modifier, allows you to adjust the speed boost by this armor. Let's do, let's try 300% first. We do not want to lock flight. We do not want to hide the armor. When flying at high speeds, this will force you to stop almost instantly when you let go of the move keys. Absolutely. And boost on sprint. When enabled, this modifier you have set will be reduced when you are not sprinting. I honestly can't even read that, so let's just... Oh, wow, look at that flight speed. Wow, okay, that might be a little too fast. Nah, you know what? I think it's fine. Oh, okay, so boost on sprint means it only turns that boost on when I'm sprinting. Oh. Next up is the leggings speed modifier. Oh my god, let's put that at like 200 maybe. Disable FOV warp. Yes, let's do that. How fast are we going? That is not fast enough. Let's try 400. Yeah, now that is more like it. And we don't want to hide the armor. And last but not least is the boots jump modifier. Honestly, I kind of like it just being the 1 block jump. It is kind of nice because, I mean, we can fly up really fast, so I don't really need to worry about it. So I think we're going to keep the 1 block jump. Boost on sprint, we want that off. Step assist on, of course, and hide armor, no. All right, well, there we go. There is our armor configured. So, got our flux capacitors, we have our bow, we have our staff of power, we got a fully enchanted armor, we've got power, a whole bunch. If I can't beat it, I'm going to be disappointed in myself, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because I got a couple tricks up my sleeve. Let's just go do it. Head over to minus 10k in the end here and fly this way. Now, the flight speed is absolutely absurd, by the way. This is ridiculous. All right, and it is interesting that there's kind of like this ring here that I didn't notice until now, so that's kind of cool. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and fly around the arena just to see what it looks like, and then we can just like take a look at it on the map because I bet this looks pretty cool. Okay, well, let's just try to generate the thing, and this dragon is literally following me all the way out to here, bro. You're not even in your arena anymore? What are you doing? I just want to look on the map. Okay, we're going to fly all the way over here, and we're going to get like 6 seconds to look at the map. It looks pretty cool, I won't lie. All right, let's go ahead and fight this thing. I think we need to first, take out the crystals, so let's do that. All right, yep, its attack is blocked by the crystals, so we got to take these out. Okay. I just walked into it and I got hit, and we are taking some damage right now. What is hitting me so hard? Wow. Okay, That is a bit interesting. I think something must have got bugged out there, because, like, I don't think I should have taken that much damage. And also, the armor charging is extremely slow, which is not good. Okay, well, that was weird. Let's just go back and continue the fight. Hopefully those crystals don't respawn. Hopefully whatever that was doesn't happen again, but I have no idea. Truth be told, I don't really know how to fight this thing, so I'm kind of just, doing. Alright, well, honestly, no idea what happened there, but I did realize that I forgot to turn my regeneration beacon back on. I turned it off when I was working on the Benitoite and the blood altar because the regeneration beacon is actually slower than the ritual, so I just went ahead and turned that back on, and I guess we're going back for round 2. Are the crystals still destroyed? That is the question. Yes, they are. Okay, perfect. See, now that sound, I don't like that. Okay, all these crystals gotta go. What is happening to that one? I have no idea, but we just gotta avoid all these attacks too. Okay, like, what am I supposed to do about all of those things, dude? Oh my god. They're so fast. I don't even know if you can destroy them. I haven't tried, though. Maybe I should do that. Like, these, like, little red balls that just, like, track you to death? Oh my god, those are scary, man. Where'd the boss go? I don't know. I guess we can take this opportunity to destroy more crystals. We want to avoid these red things. These red things are the bad ones. Looks like we can't actually hit them, which is unfortunate. So we just gotta avoid them. I think that's why the flight speed is here. How are there still crystals here? Nope, get me away from that. Wait, I just did damage to it, I think. I'm doing damage, I'm doing damage! Go, 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 DPS phase! Oh my... Bro, that thing is fast! Yeah, where do you think you're going? No way I'm out of power. I think we should enable chain gun mode. Yep. Oh, it's super close. Come on, come on, come on. Boom! Hold that! Hold that! I'm not gonna die, am I? Ooh, yes I am. Okay, we can't really watch this thing die because I'm gonna get smoked by those things. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh, stuff is blowing up. Oh, what is happening? Oh my god, stuff is happening. Obsidian is going everywhere. What on earth is going on? Oh, all of the pillars are blowing up. Oh wait, this is actually cool. Ooh! Alright, well that was eventful. Nope, the lightning's still going. Okay. What is going on with this lightning in the middle? Is it like... Is the Chaos Shard, like, here? I have a feeling it might be under this lightning, so let's just go ahead and destroy some stuff. I mean, we do got some, Draconium-infused obsidian down here, so let's go ahead and mine this. Oh, yeah, there it is. Right here. Okay, now I have a feeling it was in an hourglass shape and I mined it, which, unfortunately I will not be able to look at the hourglass shape, but... We do have our Chaos Shard right here. Now the real question is, what mining level do I need? I have Awakened, so I should be able to mine this. Yes? Oh my, what is happening? Should I run? I feel like that was like a... Oh, yep, we're running away. Okay. What is happening to my mouse? I am not doing that. Uh-huh. Is it because I have Chaos Shards in my inventory? Well, there we go. Chaos Shards have been acquired. That was a fight, and I barely used a third of the... Oh, I need to get out of here. Ooh! Okay. So it was blowing up. Good to know. Barely clutched that. I have 53 levels left, and that basically destroyed the entirety of my armor. And yeah, okay. Well, there we go. Chaos shards acquired. Now we are going to instantly go and put one of these into the UU matter duplicator, because I do not want to have to fight those again, because that took a lot of effort. All right, now, unfortunately, these things will take 6,000 millibuckets, also known as 6 full buckets of UU matter to make. Luckily, I was prepared for this, and we have 800,000 just sitting in here, plus the 16k in there, plus the 8k in there. So we should be fine to make a whole bunch of these. So let's just get this pattern crafted up, and we can start duplicating these. I don't know how many I'm going to make, maybe like 6 or 7. And then that should be enough to make the chaotic infuser thingies. What are they called? Chaotic fusion crafting injector. We are going to be making these today, and we will also be making a chaotic core as well, because we can, and it's actually not that expensive. We are going to need a bunch of awakened cores. Luckily, we did just craft a stack earlier in the episode, so that's not going to be too bad. All right, chaos shard. Let's go ahead and start some of these up. We are going to make, let's see. We have 4 right now. We're going to need 9 injectors plus a couple chaos shards, so let's just make like 10 or so. Alrighty, well, I went ahead and ended up making about 12 or so. So let's go ahead and get all this other stuff put away. I'm going to put all of the flux capacitors in here because we are going to be needing them for the creative flux capacitor, obviously. And I did keep one on me, and I put it on this little bobble slot here so we can charge the armor. So that'll be nice. And now let's go ahead and start making our chaotic fusion injectors. Each one of them takes a dragon egg, 4 diamonds, and 1 chaos shard. So we're going to need 8 chaotic cores, which takes 8 chaos shards, which makes these, and we're going to need half a stack of awakened cores. So basically there goes all of our awakened cores already. Now we only need to make 8, and I think the only thing we're actually going to need the chaotic fusion crafting for is to make the reactor core, which we are going to need to make the tier 6 solar panels. So we are going to have to be making a couple of these. So we do actually need to upgrade this. All right, let's go ahead and get these going. Yeah, it turns out you actually have to make the chaotic cores first. So let's just go ahead and put a 1 chaos shard in here and start making our first chaotic core. And there it is, chaotic core. Perfect. Next up, we need to, of course, craft these into the fusion crafting injectors, but we will be doing that in a second. I need to go ahead and finish getting all these chaotic cores, so I'll just go ahead and do that. All right, there we go. I did go ahead and make 10 of them, though, because we are going to put 2 off to the side, and we are going to use that to get the last quest in the getting started. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. The getting started is getting finished at the end of the game, but we'll be making a chaotic sharpening kit just so we can get it. Oh, and we get our cores back. Let's actually just go do that right now. And there we go, chaotic sharpening kit. Let me go grab a piece of flint as well, and then we can go ahead and throw that on our pickaxe, because why not? The real question is there anything even in this game that requires the chaotic level mining? Probably like the fusion core, but I mean, we're not going to be setting one of those up, so that's not really too much of a concern. All right, let's go ahead and claim this as well, and we are going to be taking the cores back because we do not need that blade. All right, perfect. Now, just doing a little bit of math, it turns out you only will need 18 of these chaotic cores total, so we may as well just go ahead and get all the way up to 18 while we're here. That's just going to save us a lot of time later. All right, well, there we go. Chaotic cores have been acquired. Now, another thing that I noticed, you see I have 2 extra chaos shards here. We don't actually need these for literally anything else other than draconic reactor cores, which are used in creating the tier 6 solar panels, which we will only ever need 2 of them. So we really only need 2 more chaos shards to complete this pack, so we are basically completely done with draconic evolution stuff. But I am going to go ahead and actually make that, mostly because it isn't actually that difficult to make. We just need 3 draconium and 4 awakened draconium, and then we can make our reactor cores. It does take a lot of energy, but that's fine. So let's just go ahead and make those right now, and we can also knock out this quest tree. Psych! Just kidding, we're not doing this one first because we need to actually upgrade the injectors, which is literally what I was trying to get done earlier and then got sidetracked again. And there we have our chaotic fusion injector, which is a quest complete. Perfect. All right, there we go. We got the chaotic fusion crafting injectors, so let's go ahead and start putting all of this stuff in here, and we can make 2 reactor cores. And there we go, draconic reactor core. Perfect, and that is the entire draconic evolution tree completed. There's literally only 1 quest that isn't in bragging rights left, and that is the tier 6 solar controller, which we will not be doing today. We're going to do that later. All right, but there we go. There is our draconic reactor cores. I'm going to go ahead and put those in the endgame building where they belong. Just kidding, I'm putting those in my endgame chest, which I guess I should move it to the endgame building, but I kind of like it being over here. So we'll just put them right there. All right, well, with these draconic reactor cores completed, we are going to call it a day for this episode. We got through the entire boss rush in the Twilight Forest. We got the Master Trophy crafted up. We also got our full set of Draconic armor, and we were able to take out the Chaos Guardian to get Chaos Shards, to be able to make the Reactor Cores, and to get Chaotic Cores. Perfect! That's going to be it for this episode, and next time I think we are going to craft the first real creative item, and that is going to be the Creative Fluid Tank. Goodbye.